Welcome to the NCTS lecture number 25 and good afternoon to all the attendees. COVID-19 pandemic has shown us importance of being at the forefront of the latest technologies. Overnight, we were forced to limit the access to our workplaces, apply new safety protocols, and completely change the way we used to work. Over the past few years, the concept of artificial intelligence, that is AI, has emerged and developed fast. The technology is helping industry to improve the production processes. Automation and programming of the processes will allow us to have as much information as possible at the right time so that decision making is quick and efficient. Foundries are generating large volumes of information, and if it is not being exploited for analysis, it's of no use. The application of AI algorithm for data analysis help to optimize processes as well as to reduce the production parameters variability and have greater quality control, which will result in minimizing rejections. In today's lecture, we will learn more about this from Mrs Vaishali Jumde. She has completed her master's in computer science and attained certifications as an Oracle DBA and various AI and business related courses. She is helping MSMEs and educational institutions through Beehive Computer Systems, which is her brainchild. I now request her to take us through her presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Soni. Thank you all. Let's start our presentation. AI for Enterprise, Optimizing Business Processes for MSMEs. Today's agenda is, we will first have introduction, then about the data, then modeling, AI modeling, then we will see some use cases, and then closing. Our mission is to enable, empower, and engage the organization to better use data and insights. What enable means? It's analyze the data, explore opportunities to integrate effective AI solutions. Empower is deploy the right AI models by rigorous testing and experimentation. Engage is motivating and helping internal stakeholders to use tools by demonstrating the benefits and consulting. The introduction part is consists of the path to the new growth, then business growth, the way we were, new market dynamics, predictions of defeat, fundamentally different way to run a business, cross-domain AI, enterprise AI management. Now let us see the path to new growth. The path, it's a paradox, surrounds the topic of business growth. The World Economic Forum says that there will be many opportunities for the value creation, but many established enterprises say that their top business challenge is growth. Why is this discrepancy? The way we were is most of the enterprises achieved their success by mature market, by scaling their systems and processes. These investments were not only enabled steady growth, they also provided stability, but they also tended to create hierarchical organizations, functional specialization, silos operation and infrastructure, and isolated data. The new network dynamics is the internet and mobile computing shifted power to consumers by providing almost limitless choices, extensive price transparency, easy real access to information and alternatives, easy real-time ability to publish and amplify opinions via social media. As a result, customer preferences now develop and disappear rapidly. That churns continuously, fragments and reforms market. In turn, revenue and profit opportunities become increasingly perishable and unpredictable. But most established market enterprises haven't figured out how to sense these new dynamics and respond appropriately. The prediction of defeat. The scale and stability, ever-changing market dynamics, and competition from tech giants and insurgents are the new business realities for enterprises. Clearly, threats abound, and so do. Tremendous opportunities are there. If enterprises that leverage their scale and stability and combine those strengths with hyper agility will position themselves to beat the competition. Why choose between having scale and stability or being agile? Why not say you want both? Yes, you can. But getting there and succeeding against the new market dynamics will require a new approach to running a business. Now we will look at how to run a business in a different way. Although there are common business response to the lack of hyper agility, these approaches aren't realistic to many reasons. Real results don't happen quickly. Expenses are too high, implementation takes too long, return on investment is questionable. And all of that unnecessarily increase risk to the business, something every business leader wants to avoid. Current business realities require something else. The business continually senses what people want and responds by always delivering value. Revenue impacting business decisions are fully informed and optimized across the entire portfolio to deliver the maximum yield and return. And the business is measured in entirely new ways. These sense and respond capabilities also form a feedback loop that symbiotically improves both demand understanding and supply optimization. When properly orchestrated, this system enables the business to respond faster and delivers the hyper agility and new growth that enterprises seek. How the cross-domain enterprise AI works. Cross-domain enterprise AI does that by bringing together data from across enterprises, regardless of location and format, in a secure private cloud. Then it adds external data on a customer segments, locations, distribution models, and many other variables to create a completely new and unified model of a business and its markets. Cross-domain enterprise AI deeply analyzes this information, uncovers new revenue opportunities that could never be seen before, and delivers predictions and recommendations that support the goal of new growth. Furthermore, these recommendations can be implemented automatically using existing systems and processes. And because cross-domain enterprise AI learns continuously, it quickly senses changes in market conditions and adapts its predictions and recommendations accordingly. We'll go to next slide. You can see that here data, you can free your data from your internal silos, then harness external data about the customer locations, weather, etc. Discover opportunities in market and across the enterprises, then create automated actions fed into existing systems and processes, have the right offerings for the right people in the right places at right time. Over and over, to inform machine learning and create a new data. It's a circle, and we have to use the data and results from our AI learning. Now we will start about the data. One of the most commonly used definitions of AI is human-like mind, intelligence. You can see here, one of the most commonly used definitions of AI is human-like intelligence. And humans are very good at understanding garbled and noisy data. You have probably seen some variations of this internet meme, which shows how the human mind can perceive pattern in messy data. Everyone can take a minute to read this. According to our research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are. You will come to know that one can read this very easily. It's very interesting to notice that brain is powerful to read this messy data and understand. This is how intelligent the human mind is. We'll take another example. The human brain is also able to recognize patterns in incomplete data. Look at this partial image. We can clearly see it is a car. If I ask you what type of car it is, you might say it's probably a sedan, but could be other one. And you guess your guess would be affected by the picture's context. If a background is the streets of city, it more likely to be sedan than if the background is of rural area. Thus, our brain can answer different questions about the same partial data with varying levels of certainty. This enables us to make decisions quickly in the real world of incomplete information given a contextual background. Now we will look after data model, data warehouse, normalization. What is data lake? All business applications, including AI, used to build based on a data model that governs a specific problem. Such a data model typically resides in a data warehouse. A data warehouse is a place where all of the company's data can be stored. Each item of data is tagged and organized, like a shelves in a physical warehouse of products. This tagging and organization is called as data model, the physical and logical schemas. This approach results in powerful storehouse of data in which every piece of data is understood as to its meaning and its relationship to every other piece of data. This is called normalization of data. As a result, this process is very rigid and typically prevents IT database professionals from promptly addressing business people's need in a fast moving market environment. Data lake is alternative method for data enterprise storage has emerged in recent years with introduction to cloud infrastructure. A data lake, unlike a data warehouse, there is little setup required for data lake. You can pour in new data as easily as adding water to an actual lake. The data is just tossed into a lake as is. In other words, the burden of understanding the data is still there. In addition, because you can't understand the data easily in a data lake, it is very hard to use AI algorithms on that data. We build the model based on the real life elements, entities. In the business ecosystem that are represented by data, people, places, and things. Any market in the world can be described in terms of interactions among the above entities. People are clients, customers, employees, etc. Places are physical or virtual locations where business is conducted. Example: stores, warehouse, websites, etc. Things are products and services sold by any business. Our meta model recognizes patterns of people, places, things, the semantic building blocks of all enterprise data, even when the data is messy and or incomplete. The true business value is not in storing data, no matter how cleverly. The value is unlocked when you do something with the data. That is where the AI comes in. Let's go to next slide. Here we can see the data advantage. We accept all the multiple formats like text files, CSV files, databases, website data, etc. All these accepted data from the multiple departments, accounts, production and all. Safe, secure and automated ingest process is there. Then forecasting results formatted as per requirement, and then safe, secure, seamless delivery of the results will be there. Proposed approach to AI foundation. Here we use normally a cloud platform or any other platform. We use the data to support the cases and plus enterprise data. We add this together, then apply AI model of market and business to it, then opportunity modeling. It uses mathematical algorithms and it applies to different use cases. We have a rigorous testing on it, then only we can have the use cases can be different: predictive ordering, location prioritization, product recommendation, and different future use cases. And then we get the results, actionable insight delivered to sales, distributors or retailers. Whatever results we get, again these results are used for the same continuous learning automated actions. You can see here in the picture. It requires from near about 0 to 1 month for first 3 modeling, and from 2 to 4 months according to the company requirements and the data available. How do people strategize? What is an AI model? Now let us look at a simple problem. If my torch is not working, how do we solve this problem? Let us take one small flow chart. We'll see this. Does it turn on? If yes, then done. If no, then let us check. Have you changed the batteries? If no, then change the batteries and start over. If yes, have you changed the bulb? If no, then change the bulb and start over. If yes, buy a new flashlight. We carry out a series of steps as shown in the diagram on the slide. We then take a decision based on some previous knowledge and expertise. Humans are great learners, but can a machine do that? Yes. It's not a series of logical statements. How? Let's see in next slide. We can see a modeling approach. It's a sample of decision tree algorithm. Actually, here we are using one example. If we want to predict weight of a person based on 3 features, this is how the algorithm will work. Here they have given 1.6 blue, male, favorite color is blue, gender is male, weight is 88 kg, same for female, and etc. While building an AI model, the algorithm uses a mathematical error optimization technique. An AI model will start with random decision parameter based on based on this random decision parameter, it will predict the weight of a person, which will leave a very high error rate, rate. The model will be highly inaccurate. This will then employ all the error optimization techniques to make the error as less as possible, to make the model more and more accurate. It will stop training itself when the error rate is acceptable. Then your model is production deployment ready. Here we can see a diagram. This gradient descent is this reducing error step by step. Here we can see each time we add a tree to prediction, the residuals get smaller. Becoming a digital business. We can see here how can a company that wasn't born digital incrementally transform in an agile digital business. As consumers, we take digital techniques for granted. We don't wonder why these things are possible. We simply expect them. But the adoption of digital technologies in business doesn't come as naturally, especially if you are working in a big old company. Inserting digital technologies to enhance operations and create new value propositions has proven extremely challenging. The design of synchronized business requires much broader management engagement. Given its enterprise-wide scope, digital business design is the responsibility of a company's senior executive team. How can a company that wasn't born digital incrementally transform into an agile digital business? There are 5 key building blocks or organizational capabilities that will help establish companies rapidly develop innovative digital offerings. First is share customer insight. Organizational learning about what customers will pay for and how digital technologies will deliver to their demands. Second is operational backbone. A coherent set of standardized increased systems, processes, and data supporting a company's core operations. Digital platform, a repository of business data infrastructure components used to rapidly configure digital offerings. Accountability framework, distribution of responsibilities for digital offerings and components that balances autonomy and alignment. And external developer platform, a repository of digital component open to external parties. The advantage of approaching digital business design as a set of building blocks is that it allows leaders to focus on specific manageable organizational changes while implementing a holistic design. This is possible because the building blocks are interdependent. Making one of the building blocks stronger contributes to making the other stronger. Each building block triggers changes in people, processes, and technologies in ways that makes the company more agile. Next is AI adoption strategies. Most CEOs regard AI as one of the most strategically important technologies for achieving new growth, business transformation, and competitive advantage. But many struggle to create a foundational AI strategy attuned to an enterprise's capabilities and culture. Many just don't know how to begin and how to proceed. A review of attendees, a review of enterprise AI adoption approaches shows that no single strategy is effective for every enterprises. We need to have different strategies for different enterprise. The factors, contours, and rationale of a small set of AI adoption strategies are summarized so you readily can apply them forward focusing and accelerating your AI adoption plans. We can see some examples, use cases. Actually, heat after heat or for every heat, foundries are generating huge volumes of information. This information is stored and then processed through different statistical and machine learning methods, obtaining useful information for foundries to make decisions in the purchase of raw materials, materials chemistries, or real recoveries in the furnace, among others. In the above data analysis, AI algorithms are applied to optimize processes and predict behavior based on the data recorded by the system. This technology is also being applied to in the optimal scheduling of heats. The event of all the work carried out on a production process, heat treatments, abrasive blasting, or casting assembly, etc. by means of a genetic algorithm application. System allows the total control in real time of our foundries. Any external device can be connected, like scales, furnaces, spectrometers, pyrometers, ERP, allowing a complete control of the production process and making immediate adjustments, avoiding human errors. It's a total control on processes. We can have different use cases like production planning and optimization. Here it comes like operation optimization, delivery dates of any product, quantity versus profit ratio analysis, or to reduce lead time. Pricing and quotation optimization is again aggregate sourcing of data into a unified federated image to perform pricing analytics, visualization, build optimal price estimates to raw materials based on advanced machine learning analysis. Then profitable BOM. It maintains accurate bill of materials pricing and componentry for highly complex product at such stage of engineering, delivery, and aftermarket calculate profitability for design as built and added components for aftermarket stages. Demand forecasting and stocking, inventory optimization. Inventory optimization again reduce inventory holding cost, improve cash flows and supply chain visibility, increase the productivity of inventory analysis. Inventory optimization applies advanced machine learning to analyze variability in demand, supplier delivery time, quality issues, product line disruptions to build real-time recommendations and monitoring. Next is preventive maintenance to reduce maintenance cost. It again include machine master info, operational data. If any historical data is available, then we need to refer this. Process conditions, operational excellence, yield optimization. improves throughput and product quality by quickly detecting and mitigating emergent process issues. Apply advanced machine learning techniques to predict downstream product yield issues and pinpoint problematic process steps. Quality management, again, next parameter. Parameter can be profit, delivery dates, different cost, etc. There can be more parameters also. If we want to implement AI, there are some points which we need to know that how to process it. Like we have these processes, executive sponsor engagement and updates, ongoing project management leadership, access to required data and systems, including internal data and procurement of external data, delivering data in an agreed format and schedule, including error handling process of files found with data inconsistencies and damaged records. Weekly review, data error review. Facilitate access to field personnel and clients. Access to business and technical stakeholders in design and in-market activities and support their participation. Validation feedback on the project activities within the acceptance period. Adherence to the change request process. Then primary ownership of training, sales management, marketing and activities. It's ongoing communication of feedback and support requests during the weekly business and technical weeks after. Thank you so much.
I thank you again for giving us a very detailed information about this new subject for foundry industry. It's nicely explained. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to all the attendees also. Thank you.
Thank you.